Hey Kushal.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Sir, the Honorable Chief Justice of India has recently made a statement in the Supreme Court in one of the matters, wherein Sir has said that the Supreme Court is now actively trying to cut down Article 32 jurisdiction. Could you please help us understand exactly what this statement means and what the implications are?
Definitely. At the outset, thank you very much for having me. It's a very interesting topic to talk about because when I saw this, when I heard about this observation this remark by the Chief Justice of India, I was quite surprised. I think it shows us that under this current CJI Bobde, the Supreme Court of India is now sternly applying a two-pronged approach to all future litigations. Number one, they want to stop the inflow of frivolous litigations, and that causes a problem for the Supreme Court. I'll tell you why. The more frivolous litigations you file, the more it causes a caseload in the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court, for no fault of its own, it cannot deal with what could have been other worthwhile issues, other legitimate litigations. They get compromised.
Correct.
As all of you know, the Supreme Court of India, and not just the Supreme Court, all courts, even most high courts, have a massive backlog of cases, and it's become a huge issue because many of these cases deal with personal liberty. Most of these cases deal with very sensitive issues, and as there's a famous saying, justice delayed is justice denied. And so the remedy comes, but it'll come at a point that is too late. So I think by discouraging Article 32 petitions, why Article 32 especially? Because there is no it's not as strict as the other petitions. You can just simply you just have to show what right is being violated, and then you can just put it to the Supreme Court's registry. Now it's a very good thing. Of course, you get urgent redress if your constitutional rights are being violated. You get urgent redress if you want some constitutional right to be enforced. But it's very bad. There is a very sad thing that's happened, is that a lot of people who don't have a legitimate path to the Supreme Court, who in all fairness have no business being in the Supreme Court, who have no merits of the case to show in the Supreme Court, they misuse Article 32 as a sort of quick and easy passage into the Supreme Court. Another thing is, some people, and I think the Supreme Court wants to discourage this so that the more frivolous litigations they can stop, the more legitimate litigations can now be dealt with and disposed of expeditiously. So I think it was a very good thing. So just to conclude point one, Article 32 is a great article. It helps a lot of urgent redress, but it's prone to abuse, and I'm thankful that the CJI has decided to curb the abuse. Now, the second thing, number one, we said curb frivolous litigation. The
Correct.
second thing is a doctrine called exhaustion of local remedies. What does this mean? This means that you cannot approach the Supreme Court before you have exhausted all other local remedies. What are local remedies? Starting from right now, I'm in West Bengal, so I'll talk in a West Bengal thing. Let's say starting right from the subordinate courts in Alipur, right up to the Calcutta High Court, and then you have or in Delhi, let's say, start from the Dwarka Court and all the way up to the Delhi High Court. A lot of people are trying to bypass this route. They won't go to the subordinate judicature. They won't go to the high courts, even though they have a right to go there, even though that is the obvious path. And they will use the Supreme Court through Article 32 as a sort of flyover mechanism. So they'll just pass over all of them and aram se end up in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court will dismiss the matter and they'll go home happy. They've done a very fast track type litigation, like you see for those first class things.
Correct.
The Supreme Court again does not appreciate this, and I'm thankful for it. If you see the specific case with senior advocate Kapil Sibal, they've said that even if we issue notice, you might still have to go back to the High Court. So in other words, they're saying, okay, there is merits. You're not a frivolous litigation. but you have not exhausted your local remedy. So these are two things. I have seen this not not just in Article 32, in many other cases as well, that the Supreme Court now is very strict. Whatever your case, if you have not exhausted your local remedies, don't waste their time. Go back and do the local remedy. In fact, the court will say in the order, go back and pursue the local remedy. So these are two things I think are why they did this. Number one, stopping frivolous litigations to clear the backlog, and number two, exhaustion of local remedies. So I think it's a very good thing they've started doing this, and I'm pretty sure this will have a good effect.
Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so very much for your insights.